Hi guys, Monsters here. I'm a little apprehensive today. I mean, at first I thought this was going to be a fight where it's gonna be as bad as Bill Cipher versus Discord, i.e. my comfort character dies, I cry my eyes out, and I end up humiliated. Not to air out the dirty laundry or anything, but when Bill Court premiered, I was really sad that Discord died twice. So I was shopping at the time, so I went to the dressing room so I could cry, but I ended up crying too loudly, and the whole store could hear me, so I ended up humiliating myself anyway. Well, the good news is I'm doing this in the privacy of my own home next time, so I hope to God this isn't as bad as Bill Court, because Megamind is my cover character, there's no denying that. But after thinking this over for like a month, I really don't want either of these guys to lose. I mean, like I said before, Megamind's my cover character. Of course I don't want him to lose, but at the same time, if Groove died, he's gonna leave behind a wife and 4 kids. Not to mention all the other people who will depend on him, and Megamind has a whole bunch of people depending on him too. It's just, you know. And, I'm not really going to be paying attention to the stats, or at least I don't plan on it. Because it's happened to me a few times before. If I pay attention to the stats, I'm going to think one character's going to win, and then when they move on to the stats of another of the other combatants, I'm going to think, oh, maybe this guy will win. No, maybe the other guy will win. And I end up being right or wrong the first time, something like that. Yeah, for some reason it's not showing up on... Okay, there it is. I was going to say it wasn't showing up on the TV. I always have a habit of watching Death Battle premieres on my TV. So it's going to be playing on my phone while I do something else. Like I said, I don't really plan on watching the stats. I'm just keeping a close eye on it so I can time it up on the TV. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, over time with this death battle, with this matchup, I realized this would be less like Bill Court and more like Sailor Moon versus Madoka Kaname from Madoka Magica. It's that I kind of want to know who wins, but at the same time, I really don't want to see either of them die. Because I've grown attached to both characters, and they are just kids, so seeing either of them die would super suck. Please don't.
Gru versus Megamind.
You either die a despicable villain or live long enough to become an admirable hero.
He's Wiz, I'm
or you
boosting.
don't.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
You
who
know I
will
bet when
win
you
a
flips off.
death battle. Evil never dies.
Not with that attitude.
It merely goes dormant, waiting for a villain to arise and spread its name to the darkest corners of the
Unless
earth.
you're Dr.
Like a
Angela
man
Ziegler.
so evil, he cuts in line at the coffee shop and makes balloon animals for kids and then pops them in their face. What a despicable man.
The world would surely tremble at his name, Gru.
Really? Just Gru? Doesn't have some sort of stage name or like doctorate or, you know?
Felonious Gru, son
Yeah,
of the
I was gonna
supervillain
say.
known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child, Gru had big aspirations. He could make rocket bikes,
Oh, right, he
cheese
named his
rays,
kid after
and
himself.
this
I forgot about that.
dog?
And his arsenal grew even more with the
Oh,
help
shut
of
up,
his new best buddy,
Boomstick.
Dr. Nefario.
6'6".
See?
Oh my
Now
god.
That's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship.
Roasted!
Though I must question this thing's aerodynamics.
It's loaded up with wing-mounted machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the
Have you
impressive
too many
firepower,
missiles?
Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray, which can encase most people in ice with a single shot.
With his gadgets and gusto
Yeah,
combined,
Megamind is so
and a little
dead.
teaching from the School of Villainy, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He
Ain't
swiped
nothing
the
gonna break
crown
my
jewels when he was
stride.
only a kid,
Nobody gonna
nabbed the New
slow
York City
me
Jumbotron
down.
just
No,
for fun,
no.
and
I
even
gotta
stole
keep
both
on
the Eiffel Tower and the
moving.
Statue of Liberty.
From Las Vegas.
Yeah!
Gru
Once
was
again,
bad,
I was
but
gonna
he
say.
wasn't good at being bad.
Hi,
a lot
Fish
of
Dad.
his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line
Kinda.
dividing genius from moron is a thin one.
Well,
Just
at
look
least
at
there
us.
aren't any
Oh,
hearts.
yeah. My back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Regardless, while
The
Gru may
Dunning-Kruger
not have been the
effect?
infamous
What's
villain he
that?
hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few
A hell of a drug.
guys.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yeah,
guys,
I
like
still haven't seen the
little
Minion
guys.
movies, but I
There's
have
Kevin,
seen the
Bob,
made for
Stuart,
movies.
Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
oh, the Minions! And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right. The minions have existed since
I'm
the
just
dawn
gonna
of
say,
life itself. Over 3
If
billion
you haven't seen the
years
fourth one
ago,
yet, you're not
and
really
they all
missing out.
follow
Just
one
watch
instinct,
the movie for
to serve the
first
biggest,
one for Maxime.
baddest, most despicable villain they
If
can
you
find.
somehow don't know it
T-Rexes,
already,
Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever evil
I
they
don't
can lay
even
their
know
grubby
if
little eyes
it's
on.
worth looking
Or
up. But I
just
gotta
one
say,
eye. But
it
fighting
has a
their big
lot to
boss
do
was
with
the easy
this
part.
matchup.
Keeping 'em?
Trust
Not
me.
so much.
The amount of times the minions have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The minions witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand.
One of them took over as
and
Queen of
decided
England.
That he would be the next big boss.
Again,
they
I've never
follow.
seen
It worked out like
either Minion movie, but
because like Gru, these guys do machines.
The minions invented
King Bob
the
is kind of a
fly swatter
meme.
centuries before humans did. They somehow
yeah.
crafted light bulbs
I also
and instruments
drew
while living in the Arctic.
bit of a
so
rough sketch of
naturally,
Gru and
building
Megamind
Gru's
with
absolutely massive evil
me
lair
trying
proved a
to
simple task.
separate
They're
them.
geniuses. They once pulled off
If I
jailbreak
find
by
that drawing,
building a
it'll be the
flying
thumbnail
machine
for
out of
this
prison
video.
outfits, vans, computers, and toilets. Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're seemingly invulnerable, having been smashed flat, set on fire, and exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths.
Roar!
But also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their numbers keep increasing.
How the fuck is
Over
he still happy?
10,000
I'm
minions
only
clock into work
27,
every
and even
day.
I
And
know
yet in a
that
real work
immortality
setting,
would suck.
They'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a banana, a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these
ADHD
guys
is a
love
hell of a
TikTok.
drug.
It's no wonder that, even with thousands of minions at his back,
Thousands?
Gru still
That's
couldn't
it?
cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Still da moon.
Easier said
Hey,
than
that's
done.
my
Oh
line.
no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more
Bro, the
despicable
movie's turning
weapon.
16. It's
Children.
old enough to get its learner's
Specifically
permit.
adopting 3 girls, and somehow it worked.
Like-
Crime of the
like,
century.
bro,
here
we don't need a
go.
recap.
How tragic that through all the
We might need a
dance
recap
recitals
with
and
Megamind, though.
unicorns, Gru discovered
Nothing.
the joys of fatherhood.
Oh, story of my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway,
I don't
down
wanna know.
with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But
I'm
even though he
surprised they
turned a new
didn't sell
leaf
the
for his
one big
daughters,
unicorn
Gru
book
wasn't
yet.
done commanding
Come
his
on,
minion
Universal
army. Now he'd
Illumination,
just do it
whoever's
as
in charge of
not
that.
a villain,
It would
by
sell like
joining the
fucking hotcakes.
anti-villain league.
Maybe
The
even
ABL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to become more powerful than before. the Mega Minions.
Tim stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster who eats live bombs. He's my favorite. And Mills' new
Of course
laser
he
eye
is
can blast
boosted.
through the planet and hit a satellite on the other side in less than a second.
Calculating
So,
its speed across the Earth,
you're
that's
telling
5%
me
the speed of light.
that
So, Gru's true calling wasn't being
I
a
forgot
villain
what
at
the
all. He's
rock
an
one's name was, but he
anti-villain,
also
and he's
didn't-
good at it too.
he
This
also
guy
didn't
can
get
dodge
super
heat-seeking
strength.
missiles and casually punch out
Yeah,
a shark
super
in
strength
one
must have been
shot.
on sale.
Because he was in full dad mode.
But the most incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness in him, even now. After all, Felonious Gru will go to the moon and back to keep his family safe. Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
Okay, Megamind should be up next, but there is a chance that it got totally nuked by DreamWorks since they hit our preview last week.
Don't
Fuck
worry,
you,
we have a
Universal.
plan. You can watch the complete Gru vs. Megamind episode on deathbattle.gg. That's our website. It's linked below. It has every episode
Homestar
of
has a
Death Battle
website?
uncut, unfiltered, uncensored. Even the weird ones.
It's kind of like our own private Patreon with memberships that support the show directly. And for this week, you can get a membership for a month for free by using the code PRESENTATION. All caps, that's important.
Being a member gets all sorts of extra goodies and behind-the-scenes stuff. but
I'm
the
gonna
important
say
thing
it
is
right now
You'll
just
be
in
able
case.
to watch the
Too soon,
unaltered
guys.
Gru vs.
Too
Megamind
soon.
episode for free.
So head to deathbattle.gg right
Oh
now
my
and use code
God, guys,
PRESENTATION for a
spoilers!
free month of membership. All caps, remember.
What happens when the villain wins?
Fuck
On a
you,
grim,
that's
dark
why.
day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer to that question when their hero, their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by that fearsome
Forever!
supervillain destined for greatness.
Oh my
Megamind.
god,
'Cause if
dude.
your rival's name
That's
is gonna
not
be that on
canon.
the nose, you better match
Yeah,
that
if you watched the
energy.
trailer,
Their
you
feud
know he
goes
said destined
way
for greatness.
back to
But
when
if
they
you've watched
escaped
the
their dying
movie,
planet
the greatest part was
Superman
cut
style
out.
and immediately
It was a
got in
last
each
minute
other's way.
thing.
While Metro
But,
Baby
yeah, it
landed
wasn't
in a
really
nice
counting
and
it.
cozy home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
It
A
wasn't
fucked
as
up
bad as
one,
you'd
that's
think.
what.
He was a perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But while everyone outside bars loved that new kid who could fly, they weren't too keen on the boy with the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a
I'm
true
afraid you just
supervillain?
blew yourself.
Sounds kind of like you.
There's
Megamind
gotta
is
be a way to
genius
say that.
inventor, creating
Better way
weapons
to
to stage prison breaks before he
A
can even
whopping
talk.
1
Does sound
foot
like
1
it.
inch
With a
shorter
bit
than
of touring
Gru.
from Machiavellian in the ways of wrongdoing, he got to work on his crime-starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An
And
invisible
its
car
grandmother.
for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hover bike for flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball bats, jet
That's not a
boots, and
baseball
more
bat
galore.
boomstick.
But
That's
his
a
go-to is the
forget-me
D-gun,
stick.
a laser
What do I
pistol with
pay you
various
for?
physical effects, such as destroying, decelerating, demoralizing, de-locking, de-gravity thing.
I wouldn't expect a guy calling himself Megamind to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
He did keep the whole mind thing running with his horde of henchmen, the Brain Bots. These mini-mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've ever seen in your life.
Which, according to the director's commentary, is made up
Which
of
I
over
still haven't seen yet.
100,000 brain bots. Though,
That's
ironically,
it?
I wouldn't call his
100K?
brain bots,
That's it?
smart. That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion, Minion.
Minion serves many roles for
Thank you
Megamind.
for not dead naming him
Sidekick, guy in the
Boomstick.
chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The
I'm gonna
best
say
best
yes.
friend you could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
He did it! Thanks to his most powerful
Funny
invention
thing
of all,
about
an
that-
orbital death ray that could shatter mountains.
Go
Metro
ahead,
City's
spoil it
hero
all you
had
want.
fallen. It was
Statistics have
Megamind's
shown that,
time to rule.
Spoilers
And
can get
he had
people more
no
interested.
idea
I mean,
what
it's
to
happened
do
to me a
next
few times.
With Metro Man dead. what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight, and apparently, he could just make that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0, Titan.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his disguise generator.
Wait, what did that say?
Acting skills. What a performer! But for all his smarts, Megamind is a terrible judge of character.
Oh, God.
When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save
Oh,
it.
gee, I wonder who that
City.
could be.
Thanks to some encouragement from
Oh,
an old
shit, I
friend,
forgot.
rival, who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers. Thanks to some encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he had the moxie for it. Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight with his mech armor.
A suit specifically
You
designed to
want
mimic
it,
the pilot's
hey,
movements,
you
whether it be
got it.
lamppost sword fighting, busting a move, or being surprisingly stealthy.
And with quick thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So the city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess they didn't really have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously. He even built a suit that mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now, the D-gun is used to make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people
Well,
from
now you're
out-of-control
thinking of
cars.
portals.
And while the death ray might not have been a hero killer, it's certainly great at blowing up giant evil robots.
And Minion was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some other Minion-related thing.
What? You mean the yellow guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious.
Thank you,
I'm still
Boomstick.
gonna call him Minion. You can't break up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instated a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee.
Well,
That
the only
sounds
problem is I
horrifically right
don't
for
like
corruption.
coffee,
That's
so,
why there's so many
deals off.
Starbuckses everywhere. At least the brain bots are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose, even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
Though not without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it!
Hey, with girlfriend, sidekick, and adoring fans to keep him going, it doesn't matter what sort of danger comes to town. Megamind will always rise up as the defender of Metrocity.
It's Metro
Don't bother
City.
arguing with Boomstick, Wiz.
Wiz, what happened to you? You look funny and squishy.
I'm over here, Boomstick. That's the
Oh,
new Death
God,
Note
they
plushie
got
from
him,
YouTube's,
too!
and it's available to
They're
order
everywhere!
right
Oh, like the one they
YouTube
made
is
a year
everywhere!
ago. You got jealous, didn't you?
What? No, mine's way cuter. Look at it, and you can get one by clicking the link.
Ah, they forgot to color one of your arms.
Boomstick, I have a metal arm. I always have. Oh, and if you order it, there's a
Only
chance you might get a
kinda.
special version with a gold arm.
That's actually kind of awesome.
You definitely want one.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I do.
Alright, hit the
okay?
wrong pause
Shut
button.
Up about it.
This is your last chance.
Uh,
Click the link below to order your own
let me,
Wiz.
go back a
This
little
ends
bit.
in just a few
Okay, yeah,
days,
they
and the
did
plush
have his
will
little
never be available
gun
again,
leg.
so don't miss out. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the
Alright,
data through
I
all
just gotta sync that up to my
It's
TV.
time for a death battle!
Alright, synced up. Ready when you are. Except not really. And we're already right into the action. Ready to go.
Minions, prep the artillery! We're not letting him get away!
Hi, peoples.
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys!
Oh, wait, why does he sound like Eggman?
Oh, oh, oh. Ah.
Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir.
Code, I'm
Sending
going to
you
need a new
the
pair.
Sunday Best Package. Oh. Take this!
You think he'd de-gun himself like he did in the movie, but... Sorry, hair in my mouth.
Freeze ray! A dark color scheme. Shrink ray. Henchmen who look the same. Laser gun. A genius weaponry. You are certainly a real supervillain.
Hi, Brainbot.
You're just missing one thing.
Stay with me, boys and girls, and everyone else too.
And what might that be?
Presentation, bitches!
Minions, assemble and start the music.
The system is down, yo. God damn it, minion.
Oh, check that mark in the morning. No, hey, we just fixed that. Come on, sir, smash him. Oh, hey, that's kind of cute. You dared to Megamind in my own monstrosity? Do you even know who I am?
I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the
life is full
lemons.
of disappointments. Hey!
Oh god, I forgot about those guys. They're so good at Angry Birds it.
Now, as you like to say, gun. If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly.
Oh shit.
Whoa! Wow.
There you go.
Okay, thank you for the
And I can't believe they forgot about the disguise watch.
Minion, is the death ray ready? Approaching.
The sun's warming up, isn't it?
Almost, kinda, maybe. On the way. Yes! Fire!
Fire! Yeah, Megamind's so dead. I hope I get to eat my own birds.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
You know, if he doesn't.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win! This is how it's really done! Dehydration gun! Villain! You mean... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding. Huh?
No!
Oh, work is going to kill me for this.
I guess that's 2 for Gru, 0 for Will Ferrell.
With so
Shut
many
up,
chaotic
Boomstick.
factors in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
In terms of weapon versatility, Megamind definitely had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much easier to use on top of it. Frankly, much of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT, and all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Shockingly, that's about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray. And Gru kind of just walked it off. Megamind's mecha suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just turn off his gravity and send him flying into space, right?
Sure, though Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation. Their arsenals match up fairly evenly.
I'm kind of
These
surprised
guys
they
aren't
didn't use
alone.
orange for
Let's cover
Gru.
Gru's minions and Megamind's
Brain
minions.
bots.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was certainly more likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can effortlessly hack, dismantle, and rewire most machines, like, you know, Megamind's brainbots.
And they just won't die! Certainly nothing the Brainbots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one Brainbot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more Brainbots than minions in total. 10 times
Really?
more.
I didn't know
And
that.
The Brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the Mega Minions are strong enough to rip and chop through metal like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough to cut through the Earth. So it's bye-bye Death Ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all, Minion, or Megamind's minion.
Singular.
Chump.
He's way more competent than Dr. Nefario, can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind, that was me.
Yeah, I
While
know, and it
Megamind's
still
army
baffles
lacks
me
the
that
power of,
he built a
say, the
second
Mega
disguise
Minions,
watch
having
and-
a second in command who's
and we
just
didn't know
as
about
smart and
it.
capable as him makes up for it, making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So, if neither of them has a clear edge in weaponry or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru and Megamind have their share of less than genius moments and bad luck, but even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing
Apollo
his missions,
13?
unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but even during their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
Who also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-gun against the Doom Syndicate, either because he can get easily flustered or he just loves showing off. So it's more likely Gru could succeed in a whoever shoots first wins quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick Draw is right. Megamind dodging electric blasts is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10, meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth, he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry, Megamind. I think you losing was a monstrosity.
Fuck off,
Trust-
Boomstick.
The winner is Felonious Gru.
Next time on Death Battle.
Wait. Oh, I thought that was Homura. Look at that,
Subscribe
no one
and
but
join
two
as a member
characters
to
I don't
see
give a
more
shit
Death
about.
Battle. Thanks for watching.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed. And I guess I'm done with Death Battle for good again. Okay, bye.